Welcome to Classic Console Club, where we look back on classic games to see if they pass the test of time. In today's video, we'll be revisiting The Lion King for SNES. As always, we will give a nostalgia score based on how we remember the game when we first played it as kids, and then a modern day score based on our recent playthrough to determine if this game is considered a classic. Westwood Studios developed this game for Disney, and they primarily made strategy games before The Lion King, which I'm sure will have absolutely no influence over the gameplay. For a game...
What? That's so dumb.
That was made...
It's dumb.
For... No! Yeah, right, just fucking cuts through the studio, Travis. Children. It has begun. It has begun.
This game is notorious for being difficult, and it's for good reason. The developers at Westwood Studios were specifically instructed by Disney to make a game intentionally hard as part of their rental market strategy. Disney wanted players to rent the game for a weekend, but not have enough time to finish it, thereby encouraging them to buy it outright. My nostalgia score for this game is a 7 out of 10. I remember vaguely playing this while I was young. I just remember it being part of the movie tie-in games from Disney that were very hard.
My nostalgia score is also going to be a 7 out of 10. I remember playing this game and never being able to get past the Stampede level before having to return the game back to Blockbuster. But I loved the movie as a kid, and the genius strategy to make a beloved children's movie into a game had me smitten over this game as a kid. Let's quickly talk about then like just the gameplay. So I feel like the gameplay itself was maybe not as janky. Actually, I don't know. Was it janky?
I feel it was janky.
Like it's on par, if anything, with the Aladdin one, but the RNG in this game was way worse.
I think like I feel like when it came to Aladdin, I felt a little bit more when you jumped on things and you jumped on like enemies and stuff. It felt more of it had more feeling to it. And when I did it in this game, it felt like either I was off and I just got hit randomly, or it just didn't feel like I actually got the hit on the head.
But that's what I mean. I feel like it was the RNG because like you do the exact same jump at the exact same time and you'd hit them, but then you do the exact same thing the next one, all of a sudden, like, you know, for the hyena.
Hyena is what I was gonna bring up.
Yeah.
Where I just jumped on that, all of a sudden I got hit for some reason, and I don't know
bird
why.
Just comes in and hits you.
He was literally just right next to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was a little janky in itself.
But the flow of the game was, I feel like, not as predictable as Aladdin. Remember, I was in the last video, I was talking about how like there's like a flow to the game, and you can kind of get into this flow state and you know when to jump and when to do this. But this game is not like that at all.
No.
So it's a little bit, I mean, it kind of fits the theme for this game, which is just difficulty.
Yeah, difficulty. Yeah, it just keeps you on your toes, but on your toes in a way where it's like, I want to be at least have a fluidity going through level to level. This game just didn't have that. Especially when you went to like the lava place where we just sat there for like a good like 5 minutes. Like what do we do at this point? Like what are we waiting for?
Let's get to the main event, which is what this game is known for. We're going to talk about the difficulty of this game, but we're going to break it down into the top 5 areas of the game that we thought were difficult, and we're going to rank them from easiest to hardest.
Yes. And this is a subjective list, so everybody finds these different. But for us, when we played the game recently, like for this video, this is what we rank as like easiest to hardest. So I want to start off with the monkeys being the easiest out of all of them.
Yeah, I would agree, because that was just more of a puzzle.
It's a puzzle where you can't die. You literally can't die.
I mean, I died once or twice.
Well, that's because that's the jankiness of like you trying to like swing on the ass of the hippo or something.
It wasn't that. It was so when you get launched to the other side of the river or whatever we're at, you have to go back. So you have to reset the monkeys on that side. Yeah. And then there's like logs or something you have to jump on. But RNG, right? Same thing that kind of comes into play. So I did die like once or twice, but for the most part, yeah, I would agree. This is probably the easiest out of the list.
Yeah, it's just figuring out which monkey to swing you in which way, and that's really the whole puzzle. And you just have to do it twice, and you get to the next part.
I will say that we tried doing the little roar to like switch the monkeys. It didn't work. because you have to be so close to them.
You have to be right next to them.
Yeah.
And it's those specific pink ones that you have to do.
Well, that part, I think that was pretty obvious because like there's only a few of those.
Yeah.
And every other one was like that violet blue color, whatever. I think it was just more of like, I was like, how do we get them to switch? And I was like, well, I tried doing the roar or meow, whatever, when you're a little fucking cub. I tried doing it. It didn't work. But then like after like 10 minutes, we tried again, but we're like face to face with the thing. And then it moved. We're like, oh my God, we just wasted like 10 minutes trying to figure this out. But overall, this was definitely the easiest.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Now, I think the second on this list of easiest to hardest.
So number 4 on our list then.
I think it's the Stampede.
The Stampede. Okay.
I think so.
Okay, so my thing was Stampede or the waterfall, but I will give the Stampede because the Stampede, at least you know where they're coming from, and it kind of gives you an idea where the rocks are going to be before they hit you. I guess one of the harder things about it is the ones that go all the way to the end.
Yeah, I figured out that you can just jump, and then like because you can jump, and then usually the hard part is the water buffalo, whatever they are. They usually come at you really quickly, and they'll be like 2 like stacked beside each other. So you think you're gonna get hit. I just spammed the jump button, and then I jump over them. This to me was
they don't sit by hops like that.
Yeah. This gave me false hope because I remember as a kid, I don't think I got past this level. So when I beat it pretty quick.
Yeah, I think you ended up doing it after your 3rd or 4th try, I think.
And
I
was like, oh, okay. Is this going to be Aladdin part 2?
I know. That's what the funny thing is, for people that don't know, our recording for Aladdin was like an hour or something, or like an hour and a half. The recording for this was like 4 hours.
Yeah, probably at least. But after beating that, because that's the only thing I remember as a kid of like, oh, it's impossible. I was like, oh, bro, this is going to be so easy. Subtle foreshadowing. It was not. But yeah, so to me, Stampede. The third, I think we'll both agreed, Waterfall.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm jumping to that right away is because these ones were a toss-up. Because I think like the Waterfall is easier in terms of not dying. Or like the mechanics of it were easier.
That's where I was gonna go. The mechanics of the waterfall are easy,
but it took way longer.
The RNG of the logs falling was the pain in the ass, and the fact that you do get a midway like respite, right, and then you can go back up. But still, like the RNG of them, how fast they fall and stuff, can be a pain in the ass.
I feel like they were the same speed in the same spots. I'm not 100% sure.
The end ones were.
Yeah. But I just remember it felt like it was a never-ending climb.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
It's like you're on a treadmill and you can't get further and further
and
up the hill.
The higher you go up, it was like an inch every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And then when I remember I got so close and then I fell. That was so
it was demoralizing.
That was just, I was like, there's no way. I didn't die, so that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of easy to like just not die, but it's so hard to climb.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's not that difficult. You just need patience. Put it that way. Like the Stampede is more reactionary, but like once you get the rhythm of it, like you got it down after like 1 or 2 deaths. The Waterfall. It's just you just need a lot of patience and then you'll figure it out. But it just takes forever because you make one mistake and you start all the way back at the bottom. Yeah. And it took you forever to kind of get to that midway point. Yeah. So
I agree with that.
So now the interesting part here is going to be, I think we might have different answers for this one, but I'll let you go because I'm actually kind of in between on this one.
So
I already know what yours is going to be.
My number 2 is going to be Scar.
I knew it, yeah.
It's going to be Scar.
But the reason why
is because I didn't play the thing. It was Sunny that played the Scar part.
Let the record be shown. This guy gave up basically after the waterfall. He just gave up, and I basically had to do the rest of the game. So take what he says with a grain of salt, because. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm in between. But you say the second is Scar. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm actually, you know what? I think I agree with you.
I think when it comes to Scar, we figured out a way to just not. We did it the long way, in a way, right? We just kept on swiping at him until he got tired. Obviously, when you get to the top, it's a whole different story. Like, we had to actually look up, like, what the whole deal was to, like, pounce on him and then throw him.
Well, okay, so I was like, okay, that's how you beat him. I know that. I knew that. But he didn't let me do it.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. Even once we found out how to do it, it still wouldn't let me do it for the longest time. It was such a weird mechanic in the game, because it's like you never use it literally the whole game, and all of a sudden, like, there's this weird pounce you have to do when he's tired. It was, I don't know, it was super weird.
You know, when you play video games, as long as we have played video games, right? You see some sort of, like, when you do something to a boss, you see it visually something happening. With Scar, you just see him tired, and you're like, that doesn't tell me what I need to do, though.
But it's not even that, because usually it's like, so for like Sekiro or any of those other games that you play, when the boss is down, you know what button to press, and it does what it's supposed to do, right? This game's like, oh, hey, he's tired, and then you jump on him, and he just, like, he could either, like, one-shot you, or he, like, just kicks you off, and you're like, what the hell? And then you do it, like, after, like, the 10th time, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, now it does it. It's like, what? Like, I did the exact same thing, right? So that was what it was, like, the janky part of it. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's the same thing. It's patience, I guess, right? Like, because once you knew what to do, once I knew what to do, it just took a couple of tries to do it and eventually get it. But if you ask me right now, like, hey, how'd you do it? Like, why'd you do it on the 10th time, not the first 9? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But same thing. That part, I guess, wasn't hard. It was just more annoying than anything. But the hardest one, for sure, was the stupid trio hyenas, was the duo, and then the third one drops in after. But I guess it's always
sometimes a special entrance that a bird just fucking
comes in. And then a bird
in.
just fucking flies in and just wrecks your world randomly. You just don't know when
sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen.
This part took us forever. I actually think this is where Harv's soul died.
Yeah.
And then that's why he had no other patience for the
I hit a wall where I was just like, this is the most bullshit I've played in a video game in a long time.
He came close a couple of times to beating it, and then I remember one of them. So, like, you have to have a really good start. That's the big thing, because you're a cub still, so you don't have, like, many tools in your toolkit, and you have to jump on their head like 2 or 3 times. It's like a whole thing. So it takes patience and precision, basically, to, like, beat these guys. I remember he had a really, really good start, and then that's when the bird just randomly came in and hit him like once or twice, and he was basically dead.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. Because if you get hit once right off the bat, it's pretty much rerun it.
You could see his soul leave his eyes.
Yeah,
his eyes went from a bright twinkle to just dead span.
That was also the moment where both the hyenas were like tired, and I hit hit both of them, and then I just died.
Yeah,
and I was like, what? All right.
Yeah. They were both tired. One of them still hit you.
Yeah, one of them still hit me.
Which made no sense. Yeah, that's what I mean. The RNG is just like so random in this game. And also I'm sure there's people that are really good at this game. I'd play it again maybe just to like see if it's easier the second time. But I just don't understand how stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things, like the mechanic is you get them tired and then they don't like bite or do anything so you can jump on their head. It's like a solid like 2-3 second cooldown or something.
It's like a 3 second cool.
Something like that. But like as soon as you jump on the head, like you have time to like kind of get out of there before they reset and try to like chomp at you, right? So yeah, they were tired, both of them for sure. And right away, this guy jumps on their head, and then all of a sudden, it just like the game over screen came up, and this guy he put the control down. He's like, "I'm done."
I was like,
"Yeah, I got it. I got this." But that was because I had a vendetta on this game. So.
I'm glad that we agree with the list.
And this wasn't pre-planned. We literally just thought
we just did this right off the cuff.
And I think for the most part, I agree. Like even the Scar thing. Honestly, you could almost say like you could argue that the waterfall was harder than Scar because we got up top to this like the last phase of Scar pretty quick.
The level to Scar is harder than Scar.
It's just like figuring out how to do it. But once you know how to beat Scar, you could finish him in like a couple minutes or a minute or 2 or something like that. Like it's actually super easy. Yeah. It's just like figuring out how to do it. like most of this game, was the hardest part. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell are you supposed to do this, right? But then once again, like the hyenas and waterfall, like even though you know how to do it, it's still really hard.
Yeah. My modern day score for this game is a 3 out of 10. I just want to say I did not enjoy this experience at all going back to it. At least with Aladdin, there's redeeming parts like the charm, platforming, and music. This game did not do that for me. I could feel the jank ooze off of this game. And based on that score, I cannot deem this game as a classic.
My modern day score is a 5 out of 10. The only reason this is getting a 5 and not a 1 or a 2 is that I do really enjoy challenging games. But when the mechanics are 2 buttons, the randomest RNG, level designs, and non-intuitive gameplay that's basically meant to break your livelihood and soul. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I'm going to give this a fucking 4. This gets a 4 because this game is bullshit. And I had personal beef with this game that spanned over 30 years now. And I just was not able to like beat this game as a kid. But now that I've conquered it and I've made little Sonny proud, I just want to bury this in the backyard and never speak of it again. So based on that, this is not a classic, and I'm done with this game.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you guys like the content on the channel, hit that sub button. If you guys like the video, hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Tell us what you think of Lion King on the Super Nintendo. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.